Hey everyone, it's Blue Lizard Jello, and welcome back to Blue Plays Scholar of the First Sin. And today we're going to be tackling Brightstone, Cove, Tseldora, and taking out our last Great One, or at least collecting the last Great One soul, because remember, Duke's Dear Freya is technically not the Great One we're actually after, but she is guarding the soul we need. But because that area is pretty short, we are going to do just a little bit of cleaning up and catching up on some things that we might have missed in the past, just to kind of round out the episode. So we're here right before the Ruin Fork Road, and we're about to talk to Ben Hart and Rosabeth so we can exhaust their dialogue. Rosabeth will move back to Majula, which will actually trigger an event with Salden, and we can get an item from him. And Ben Hart's summon sign will be available for us in Brightstone Cove. So let's go ahead and do that.
Clearing the way as you're doing, was it?
What a great voice actor. You do want to talk to him after you've freed Rosabeth, so he'll actually give you this new dialogue. This is actually what triggers his summon sign to appear. He says that he's in our debt. We get his joy gesture. Wonderful. And Rosabeth, I have some special clothes for you. I hope you're going to enjoy. We got the priestess headset, the priestess robes, priestess gloves, and not the priestess skirt, but the flower skirt. Very near and dear to our heart. We got that in Sanctum City, so I really hope you enjoy. I was thinking about giving her the Onion Bro set, but you know what? I might actually end up using that. Who knows?
I have my very own teacher.
Yes, I know you're a student of Carillion. Carillion actually won't talk to me because I don't have the intelligence. But that should actually go ahead and trigger her. And so I will see you guys in Majula, and we're going to talk to Salden from there. Here we are back in Majula. I did have to use a homeward bone, and I had to rest at the bonfire to get Rosabeth to appear here, but here she is, and, well, I guess the flower skirt's just a little bit too short to actually be seen over under the priestess robe, so you look kind of ridiculous. You do have the adorable shoes on, though, so that's what's important. But bypassing her, we come up here to Salden. In order to get this dialogue and to get the actual gift from him, you need Melentia, you need Rosabeth, you need Chloe and the Stone Trader, and way over there you need Gilligan. You need all of them to come back to Majula, as well as Lycia. But she doesn't actually come back to Majula, she just goes to the Prayer Stone where she rips you off for 2,000 souls. But, let's talk to Salden.
Activity we are these days. I've forgotten how much come once I am grateful. It is.
And you get a soul vessel. Excellent. And I think that's actually a very good reward, so now we can actually change our stats all over for free one more time. Gotten a couple of those in this playthrough. And one more thing I want to show you that has changed in Majula, actually two things quickly, is if you come over to Sweet Shalquar, and you come in here and you talk to her, this will only be available once you've actually killed both of the rat bosses. That would be the Royal Rat Vanguard that we got down in the Grave of Saints, and the Royal Rat Authority from the Doors of Pharos. But once you kill them, you can get the Flying Feline Boots, which are probably the best looking legs or leg armor in the game, plus it reduces your falling damage. So, meow.
Nothing suited you.
Moving on. You can see I set up the ladders here with Gilligan. If you set up the ladders, and I believe you just need to do the most expensive option, which is 12,500 souls. I've already done it, so I can't actually show it to you, but he will give you the Melu Scimitar. So if you want another curved sword, there you go. Just need to save up a bit of souls with Gilligan. And then lastly, before we actually head over to Brightstone Cove, we have, at Melentia, the Black Scorpion Stinger. So this is the weapon that I believe used to be in the Mimic that was right before the Doors of Pharos. And this is Man Scorpion Tark's weapon, and we killed him, and I guess that's what actually triggered her to sell the weapon. And I do apologize yet again for killing Man Scorpion Tark, considering I didn't need to, since we're almost there. So we're going to actually head, before we go to Brightstone Cove, I'm going to go to the Shaded Ruins, because there's one Petrified Dragon statue I was told I have to unlock, since I have one more Fragrant Branch of Yore, so I will see you in front of that statue. Here we are in the Shaded Ruins, and this is the lion statue that I was actually forgetting about, the one that I said was actually guarding a corpse that doesn't have an item on him currently, but I'm guessing once he's actually unfrozen, one is going to appear. So let's see if my prediction is correct. Let's see if we can actually get a backstab on you. There it is. Makes it just a little bit faster to kill you, and you drop the Warlock Mask? What? Get out of town. This was never a guaranteed item in the original. This was, and look at my sword actually cutting through the horns. That doesn't quite work. But this was actually a random drop in the original, so that's very, very interesting. And increases the number of souls acquired. Wow, how cool is that? Strange mask worn by Aldia Warlocks grants dark defense and increased soul acquisition. But I actually can't even wear it effectively because it requires 14 intelligence. Well, there we go. Thank you for the tip to actually unpetrify that statue. I never would have thought it would be something so unique. But anyway, at this point, I'm going to run back to Brightstone Cove. I'll go into the bonfire that we last unlocked on the other side of the Prowling Magus, and I will see you there. I always find it interesting that as soon as you warp to this bonfire, there's always the sound of a door opening. I guess I should show you my stats. I did change them up a little bit. The gear is the same, so there you go. Yada yada, but the stats did change. I put 4 more points, and this time they went into endurance, trying to get my stamina up just a little bit. But before we delve deep into Brightstone Cove, let's go on either side of this doorway, because over here we can get a single cracked red eye orb, and on the other side, arguably more important, we have this hidden ladder with a few scattered items that aren't really all that good, and we have apparently some spiders. What? Are they hostile? Are they not hostile? Are these your pet spiders, you weirdo?
Something seems to be bothering you.
Yeah, you're up here in a room full of spiders. No, it's not that I'm a sinner. So this is Cromwell the Pardoner. So this would be the same type of character that Oswald of Kareem played for us in Dark Souls 1. He's actually even wearing the same set, the Judgment set, which is basically the set worn by the Priest of Velka. But let's go ahead and talk to him a little bit. You can ask for pardon if you're a sinner. I'm not. I'm also playing on offline, so it's harder to sin. But you can buy a few things here. The Priest set, a few bite rings. You can buy the Dark Trochees, and then he does sell a number of miracles and a single hex, the Scraps of Life. So if you are interested, there you go. He will also give you, I believe it's the Ring of Dispelling, if you actually have your faith high enough. Mine obviously is not, so he's not going to do anything for us. But let's see if we can grab items without being attacked by spiders. I'm not sure. Fading Soul. Can I steal this from you? I bet this is going to make you mad. Skeptic Spike? No, because you're just going to keep feeding off your corpse. Fading Soul and the Cleric's Small Shield. Bonfire Static, probably the best item up here, and another Fading Soul. This actually reminds me of Ocarina of Time. The Skulltula house. Creepy. But now we can actually go into Brightstone Cove. Now, there are a number of items that we can get, and oh, that Crystal Lizard. That's a new placement for him. I wonder if that's taking the place of the one. Yes. Okay, so that's actually good. There used to be one directly below us on this platform right there. Looks like they moved it over there, which seems a little bit more feasible. We're probably going to miss it this first go around. I am going to have to take a couple of trips in order to get everything. But you can see we have some warlocks, we have some spiders. There are a number of things that we need to actually worry about. But before we do any of that, we're actually going to run over here. You don't have to jump or anything like that. You know what? Maybe we can just get him. Oh, I could have. I waited a little bit too long for my R1 to recharge. But now, you can see we have a bit of a scuffle here. We have Mild-Mannered Pate. We have Creighton the Wanderer. And you have to decide, or you should decide, which one is going to live, which one is going to die. Do we believe Pate? Do we believe Creighton? Is one of them a murderer? It's up to you. Now, while they're fighting it out, let me tell you a little bit about what you're going to get depending on which one you let live. Whoever you let live, they are going to give you their equipment. Now, we already have Pate's equipment. The one who dies, we can then go pick up the equipment from Melentia. We do have to buy it, but you can get it. Either way, they are going to give you the Tseldora Den Key, which has an excellent, excellent treasure in it. One of my favorite pieces of loot in the game. For me, I think that Pate needs to die. Pate represents Patches. Patches represents trickery. And even though Creighton might be a murderer, he's never actually tried to kill us, from my understanding. So we are actually going to side with Creighton, and we're going to say sayonara to mild-mannered Pate. Hey! Easy! Easy. So we have a spear and the Ring of Thorns. We already have those items because he gave them to us in Earthen Peak. But now, talk to Creighton. Yeah. You're welcome. We get the Tseldora Den Key. And we get his steel mask and all of his armor. Steel mask, I actually might put it on right now. It is a really great looking helm, in my opinion. It doesn't quite fit. Well, it kind of fits the motif. It's a little bit darker, but it is chainmail, so it kind of blends in to the Royal Swordsman armor. It's like we could be twins. Anyway, got some charcoal pine resins. And in here, don't really need to open this because inside, well, this is all you have. You have a hidden spider. Nothing worth your time or attention. But we will push forward. There's a couple of things we want to get on this top level. I think you need to do 3 runs minimum in order to get everything. And you can hear that we have another crystal lizard on the outside. I'm hoping that one of these two-handed R1s is going to be enough to take him out. We will see. We will see. But we also have, or we did have, an enemy out here, but I don't think he's still here. All right, let's see. Ooh, not quite quick. Got him. All right, so the drops fell, but that's okay. That's all right. Or is he just... He is. He's just kind of hanging out here, huh? Can we knock him off, maybe? We sure can. For free Titanite junk. Good stuff. There's our drops from the Crystal Lizard, 2 Titanite shards and Twinkling Titanite. And before you hop down there, make sure you come in here, because there is some loot to get here as well. Uh-oh. We might want to kind of reset this situation. Ooh. The boys, apparently, huh? And also, I don't believe that you can backstab them because they have a spider on their back, kind of protecting themselves from those crits. Oh boy. And you are dead. Good. Whoa, but I'm almost dead because I missed this guy. All right, let's see. Can we golf swing him? That wasn't a golf swing, so that wouldn't have worked. And the follow-up. Very good. Now you have a platform there with a treasure chest on it. And if you do a little bit of exploration, you might think, okay, well, how do I get to that elevator? Behind here, you have a lever. And just like that, Bob's your uncle. Never understood that saying. I don't understand why Bob being my uncle would mean anything, but... Fun fact, I do have an Uncle Bobby, now that I think about it. But you can get to this platform, and you can get the Southern Ritual Band +1. Oh, there's still another spider waiting in ambush. This is probably a really good place to actually have throwing knives equipped. You can see where we are. We were standing just above that platform, looking down, thinking that's where the old Crystal Lizard spawn was. We have a Warlock there. We have this giant funnel here, which to me looks like an antlion mound, and if you don't know what that is, you should go ahead and look it up on Google. Pretty interesting little creature. I don't know that I really trust this, especially since there's not even an item there. Anyway, we will go ahead and ignore that for now. So that just actually wraps around here, so really no good to us at all. But what we can do is we can hop down here. We are going to, or we're not going to clear that whole area because there's no need for us to do so, but we are going to get the items that are in here, and then once we do that, we'll homeward boat back, kind of reset, and we will get some more loot. Oh, hey, all right. Not necessarily a great time to be invaded by the Forlorn. Where's he coming from? Alright, right there. Great! Alright. Back up. Oh, that was beautiful. That was... I couldn't have asked for that to have gone any better. Alright. Want to 1v1 this? Now, what am I... Something just almost got me. Ooh, alright. Well done, Mr. Forlorn. Well done. Oh, you are just... You were just full of tricks, aren't you? Look at you with the backstep. How clever. Alright. You have some health, good sir. Uh-oh. Back up, back up. Uh-oh. Whoa, boy. Alright, time for us to heal. I know, not very honorable, but I never claimed to be an honorable fighter. Not once. Ay caramba. Alright, you know what? Time to lock off. Good thing I can still use those iframes, huh? Oh, good roll. Not even mad about that. I'm gonna be mad if you actually kill me, though, just so you know. I am a sore loser. Oh, you poised right through. Okay, that's fine. Because you should be just about dead. Oh, but you are just doing work. Oh, boy. Mr. Forlorn. Haha. I like the dual jump attack finish. That made me happy. Alright. Well done, good sir. Well done indeed. Well done. Get a human FG. I'm not sure what number that was. We might actually be able to buy the greatsword from straight now. We'll have to take a look. A couple of torches up here. And we also have large titanite shard. Oh, look, there's peasants actually down there now. I guess they're just mining the crystals. So this door right here. This is the door that actually has, or the door preceding the door that we can open with the Tseldora den key. You don't want to just walk up and actually open that, but you can use any sort of range attack, and you can see it's actually wobbling the door, and that's why you don't want to open it. There's a lot of sand behind it, but with the den key, you can open up this right here. Well, you can open up this door rather. And inside we have 2 chests. Make sure they're not mimics this time. I don't see the mimics. This one is safe. This one is not. So let me go ahead and heal. And I'm going to show you just what happens. I don't think it's going to kill me. Famous last words. They have one last surprise for you.
I'll leave a nasty scar.
It doesn't matter whether Pate lives or Creighton lives. That will happen. And inside you get 10 rusted coins, actually good for item discovery, but most importantly, we get the engraved gauntlets. The engraved gauntlets give you a chance to get a critical hit on any of your attacks, and it does work with any of your attacks. Very, very cool. Rare chance that normal attacks become crits. First off, I think they look pretty cool, but secondly, when they crit, you get a very, very nice bonus to your damage. Okay, we are almost ready to homeward bone back and do another pass through, but we can do just a little bit more looting. We can get this titanite chunk here, and I think that is going to do it. So let me homeward bone back, and we'll see you for the next pass through. So the next thing we're going to do, heading down from the bonfire, going down the stairs, we have a soul item here. Oh, hey. Tricky, tricky, tricky. You know, a lot of these seem neutral. You would, wow, that's some good detail on them. You can actually see the little hairs on them. But you would think a spider with that, wow, another one. That skull face wouldn't be so calm, but, all right, you are much less neutral. You are much less neutral. Got it. Noted. Yeah, I see you. Okay. You're not helping. I don't think that was your aim, but... Well, to Dusker, we got that from the pot. Now let's go up and deal with this guy. And you're dead. Let us heal up here. Now, a few things we can do. You can see that we have an item over there. We have an item over there. That's a bit of a trap. We have some zip lines we can use. We also have this right here, which has a kind of a tricky item to get to right on the inside, but let's see, how do we want to approach this? Let's actually do this right now. You can see that there's an item. Oh boy, that is a slow projectile. There's an item down here on that ledge. We can get both. It can be tricky and I might die, but I am going to give it a go. I don't like this guy firing at me right now. Oh boy, especially because he apparently can hit me. So we're going to have to time this carefully because you have to walk very, very slowly in order to make this drop. Oh, you can still hit me there, huh? Okay, right after this one, we're going to try to go. You are a pain in the butt, let me just say. And, oh, okay. Just fall, 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 fall. Nope, nope, didn't make it. Take two. There we go. So that's the trick, and I knew that, but that guy just wasn't really giving me a break. You want to jump onto that round ledge right there, and then you can walk off, but you do have to be careful about it. Now this next part, again, is going to be a pain, and I don't even know that I'm going to be able to do it with both of them firing at me. We're going to try. We are going to try, but basically, oh dear, okay. Just take the hits, and then, nope, 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 nope. Nope, nope, nope. This is probably going to be another death. Let's give it a shot. Take the hits. And all right, there it is. Not terribly easy to actually get. So we got a Titanite chunk and Twinkling Titanite, so it is worth getting. That's for sure. But down here, just be careful because you don't want to get petrified. You don't want to be invaded by Bowman Guthrie, but apparently you don't have a choice. So let's duck in here with Ornifex and find out why are you here, Bowman? I've already killed you once. Ugh. Well, this is new. This is very new. And I don't think he's actually going to come. When did you get in here? You didn't learn your lesson before, huh? You don't like the jumping attacks. Alright, how about one of these? And how about one of these finishes? Wow, Bowman Guthrie, everyone. But here we have Ornifex. We rescued her from the shaded woods. Oh, I wish I could have shut that door. But she is a blacksmith, so you can upgrade, you can infuse, and most importantly, you can trade boss items. So we have a few things we can get here. We have the Fume Knight weapons. We have the Age Smelter Sword, this is the blue Smelter Sword, which is very cool. The Soul of the Rotten we can trade in. The Iron King Soul. Quite a few things, which is really, really cool. There you go. But we have a few more things There was a red crystal lizard, and I think at this point he is gone. We're going to go through that door in a moment, but I want to get over here and deal with this nuisance. Thank you. But there was a red crystal lizard. Maybe he was orange. Sorry, guys. I am colorblind. But he will explode. We're going to see another one of those in Aldia's Keep. Hopefully I can get a better sight line on him then. Oh, this is interesting. I see a summon sign. Used to be a warlock in here. And it could actually be very, very dangerous. Who is this? Who is this? Oh, Bashful Ray. Neat. I guess if you like Bashful Ray, why not? And in here, we have a spider, but we have a hidden chest. Well, not really hidden, but the doorway was kind of hidden. Get the Crescent Axe and Soul Vortex. And you can go right up through here. You can see where this just led. This is where we got the Titanite chunk. And you can make it back into that. Let me see if I can show you. There we go. And we're going to go around this little vortex here. You can see that we have another bonfire. But we can't actually open it from this side. We have to come at it from the top. No big deal. Alright, we probably want to actually take care of this guy. Wow, a lot of spiders. Okay. Oh, did you hear that? That was a critical. That was a critical because of the engraved gauntlets. You can actually hear when you get one. And there we go. Spider ambush done. Petrified Dragon Bone, and we have most of the loot we came here for. We have to get the items there and there, and we have to go and open up this door so we can get to this bonfire. So, another pass-through is in order. I will see you at the top. Oh, the White Hollow Mage Robe. Look at that. Alright, so from here, we're going to take this zip line down. Maybe we can actually, oh, okay, right. You don't just go automatically. There we go, got him this time. Titanite chunk and a petrified dragon bone, and there's a spider up top. I don't know what he's gonna do, we'll see. But I see one directly below us, so if we just walk carefully this way, get a large titanite shard. These are explosive barrels. Told you. Oh, you don't wanna. Oh, there we go. Well, we want to drop. I want to heal, is what I want to do. We're going to take this hit, and then we're going to drop, maybe get a plunging. I'm so cautious with dropping these days. Oh! I'll see you guys at the top. Aha, there we go. And all that for Nessus Flash Shard. Okay, and I actually have to do one more trip, and I promise this is going to be the second to last one. Alright, now, can we hop down here? Very carefully. Sure can. Good. Now we can go inside. I think there used to be a zip line that actually made that whoa boy. Made this just a little bit easier to get to, but it would appear not so much anymore. So you deal with those two warlocks. You can pick up some lightning urns, and then you can either drop down, you'll take some fall damage, or there is a ladder right over here. And you have a bonfire, but it is not just a very simple bonfire to get to. Because you have quite the spider ambush. And oh boy. Uh-oh. 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 Heal quickly. Oh dear. Quickly. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. And you want to go fast because of that. Now, in order to make the run easier, I am going to warp back up to the top bonfire. I just wanted to show you how to get to this one. So I will see you at the top, and we're just going to run to the next section, which will just about finish up Brightstone Cove Tseldora for us. lot of cuts in this video, I understand. And you know what? I'm not actually going to do the pickaxe in this video just because it is going to take too long. I can do it if you guys would like to see it, or I can just link you to the video in my Everything Possible series where I showed you exactly how to do it, at least in the best way that I know how. In fact, that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. But you can see I'm taking the same path that we took in order to settle the Pate Creighton debate. And we need to deal with a few of these enemies. Finish you. Large Titanite shards. Oh, I was hoping that these guys wouldn't actually have been triggered, but it appears they were. Do you want to attack first? I thought you might. Very good. One more up there, which I don't know if he's probably going to hop down. Oh, we don't have the invader anymore. There used to be a phantom peasant right here with the pickaxe, but it seems like he's gone. Oh, wow. Now they actually added some loot in there. Well, I have to get it. I have to get the loot. Torches. Oh, wow. That's a lot of loot. And I just got cursed. I just got cursed? Now, how broken is my stuff now? How broken is all my gear? I don't even know. Ow. And that didn't even finish you, huh? Oh, jeez. All right. That was some really good loot. There was some shards. I think there was a slab even. But let's see. What's my durability like? Oh, not bad. Not bad at all. That was worth it. Absolutely worth it. And they actually got rid of the ambush here, I guess, kind of because of what we're about to face. Oh my goodness. There are so many spiders. So we're going to use this door as a choke point. I'm going to run in, hopefully get all their attentions, and then I'm going to run back to the door because my goodness gracious. Talk about overkill. This works well, though. Not bad. Not too bad. Still a couple on the walls. Alright. So this door is still locked. We can't actually open that until we have killed the individual after the Duke's of Freya. And again, whether you think that's a random enemy or you think... Oh, here he is! Whether you think that is a random enemy or the Duke, again, I think that there is evidence for either. So this guy is interesting, and this is really the only hint you have that the pickaxe even exists, because, well, he's using it for one, but also because the shield he's wearing is the porcine shield, which is the pig shield. And actually, they put him down here closer to these mushrooms, which is where you need to lead the pigs in order to dig up the pickaxe. I think that this is actually a better place for him. It's still going to be very, very, very hard for other people to find it unless they know of a good guide that will show you exactly where it is. But otherwise, I do approve of where he is now. There was the crit from the engraved gauntlets. Oh, you're lucky. Hey, hey, hey! Not okay. I actually went for a jumping attack there. He does some damage. Don't underestimate the pig farmer. Hey, enough. You're not healing. Did you just move canceled, you little jerk? Whoa! Wowza, alright. Run for my money. There used to be one of the deformed spider creatures in here, and not him. So, anywho, we are just about at the boss. Oh, and that triggers you. Okay. Fine, fine, fine. That's maybe one of the deformed spider creatures in here. We will see. Yeah, there he is. It's incredible. They almost always will get that last attack off on you. Very, very frequently. And here we have the descent into the boss arena. There are some items to get, not too many and nothing too noteworthy. And in fact, I'm going to have to remember where they all are. And of course, being that you're walking on a bunch of spider webs, you are going to be attracting spiders along the way. So just keep a good listen out for their telltale pitter-patter. You'll be just fine. Got a single torch here, followed promptly by a spider attack. Get a Ferrous Lockstone. And then from here... Is there an item up on that ledge? I don't recall. I don't recall. I think there might be over... Yep, there. All right, there we go. But you can make the jump. Get a Twilight Herb. And, whoa, Nelly. Oh, hey. Torch guy. Torch guys, plural. What do you got going on? Whoa. That was some good tactical decision there, huh? I applaud you. Trying to actually strafe around. That was smart. Oh. Don't get greedy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Lots of things happening. Let's go ahead and see if we can draw them away a bit. Good. Some of them fell, or at least one of them fell. Not most of them. And there's still more falling. All of those torchbearers are new. They are all new, and you're gonna fall. So I do want to go get that item. So, to keep from actually going down to the ground where there's still a lot more spiders, we'll just do the jump again. Get the Radiant Life Gem. Maybe this means there's fewer spiders in the actual boss arena. Is there any reason I should hope that? I'm gonna guess that there's not. We have some corrosive urns. You can see the item hiding under this web over here. Simpleton Spice. And then we should have... Not you. I mean, I assumed you were there, but... Where's my good buddy? Where's my summon? Oh, am I dead? I'm dead. I'm actually hollow, guys. Whoops. How about that? That's a big oops. There we go. Ashen Knight Void. Ashen Knight does a fantastic job against this boss, at least tanking and actually getting the boss distracted. I'm going to do without, but what I am going to... Still falling. My word. My poor durability is probably just not doing great. We might be switching weapons mid-fight. We will see. Alright, let's get rid of those items. We're going to put on charcoal pine resin. And here we go. The Duke's Dear Freya. Very interesting boss fight. I could do without the ads. And I am going to skip cutscenes, sorry. Oh. I meant to hit the little spider. Let's back up. Oh, she got me. Oh, she got me. You can do this without killing them. Oh. In fact, we might end up doing just that because anytime she uses that laser is a good time to get some hits. Because if you can run to the other side and focus on this head right here, you can apparently get one little hit on her. Alright, it's time to use some life gems. Top off. And she's going to use a laser. Instead of actually going after her, I am going to use this opportunity to get hit by the laser. Perfect. As planned. Okay, now, the small spiders will keep coming, so you want to move quickly once you've actually killed some. There's some good damage. There's some really good damage. Yeah, I can deal with that. Right now, I only have one small spider to deal with. No big deal. I ran out of my charcoal pine resin already, but she gave me a good opportunity to rebuff. Now, I wasn't on top of it, so I'm actually going to forgo and attack that round. Oh, hey, there you are. But now, I should be able to get a couple of good hits on her. There we go. I love that attack because it is a definite homage to the armored spider from Demon Souls. Very cool. Okay, that head is probably going to break off soon. And what that means... Oh, we're starting to get some more spawns again. Quickly, quickly, do your laser. There we go. Not too bad. Keep it up, keep it up. Oh, you're going to go right into laser? That's perfect. Freya is being accommodating. Well, actually, that was a bit of a twofer. We actually got the baby spider and an attack on her. Oh, you're not actually doing a laser. Whoa, you're doing a jump. You don't see the jump all that often, but be ready for it. And there it is. The Duke's Dear Freya. Dunzo. Yeah, I know, you're still here. We got her soul. Ugh, I have these spiders to deal with still. Come on. I need to finish you off. Okay, I think one more. There we go. Now, as I said earlier, she is not the great one that we're after. The great one is what she was guarding after she wrapped it up in her spider web. And it is this giant dragon. And underneath, right where the mouth is, we get Great Soul Embraced. And you do want to come back here after you've gotten the Ashen Mist Heart, because there is going to be a crystal there, which is a dragon memory that we can enter, and we'll be doing that in the memories video. That is our fourth and final great one. And this is the enemy I was talking about. Whether or not you think this is the Duke or not, up to you. He's incredibly weak. And I'll just be showing you how to kill him very easily. We got the Brightstone key, which we'll use in a little bit. Another Fragrant Branch of Yore and the Dark Quartz Ring +1. And this is the room you used to fight Vanguard Bonnie in, and they moved it. What's this you say? Because this is my fourth and final Primal Bonfire lit, and because this is Scholar of the First Sin or post-patch 1.10, we now have the Scholar. But I think we're going to have to wait till next time to talk to him. So thank you guys so much. I'm only kidding. I'm not going to be that guy. See the twisted features. But I am going to skip through his dialogue. You guys didn't come here to listen to dialogue, and I do want to show you what's behind that door where we use this key. So I'm going to go ahead and skip this dialogue, and I'll see you there. Alright, finally I cleared this painful room, and I switched over to the Gurm Hammer because the Pursuer's Ultra Greatsword was at risk. Now that we have the Brightstone key, we can open up this door. And, actually, did they get rid of the spiders in here because it was actually too much? I also find it interesting that both doors are locked with the Brightstone key. So, if you unlock this one, is there a chance you might not be able to unlock this one? Oh, no, they didn't actually get rid of the spiders. They just delayed them. Also, Gurn Greathammer, it's very interesting, but wow, is the range short. Very short. Good critical there. But anyway, reason we came in here, let's go ahead and make sure this isn't a mimic. Doesn't look to be breathing. But inside, we have the Black Knight Ultra Greatsword, the Great Fireball, and the Fire Seed. But that really is going to wrap up this episode. We have gone far too long, and I have too many cuts to make with all the deaths and all these zipping around. But next time, we're going to be heading over to the Shrine of Winter, and from Shrine of Winter, we'll be going into the final DLC area, which is the Crown of the Ivory King. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any tips, comments, concerns, gripes, or insults, put them in the comments below, and I will see you next time.